one.
Is this gay?
Yeah, hey, welcome to Two Girls, One Click look of gay stuff.
Starlit Flowers. It has been so long, though it's still hard to believe, isn't it, Mother? I'm not the weak little girl you left behind anymore. I can take care of myself. I don't need hopes or wishes upon stars to help me. I don't need anyone, and I certainly don't need anyone's so-called help. People only care about themselves. They'll only help if they have something to gain. They'll only reach out to you when they want something from you. What? It's pathetic. I can't stand it. I won't be like them. I won't let myself become such a pathetic creature. I'll carve my own path. I'll stand tall on my own 2 feet. Just you watch, Mother.
Yeah, fuck you, Mom.
I don't know what this is like.
She probably just is having a hard time right now.
This is what goes through my mind as I walk through the dark, damp forest. I'll never admit it, but I'm a little afraid of the dark. Who is it? You never know what could be lurking in the shadows.
I think she's just like, you know what I mean? This is me like, I don't need anybody. Oh no, I need to be gay. You know?
Yeah. It's on dark nights alone like this that I'm grateful for the stars that light up the night sky. They comfort me with their presence and remind me that I'm never truly alone. Although, the stars haven't been my friends for a long time. Not since the night you left, Mother. Nothing will ever change that, just as nothing will ever bring you back to me. I think she's dead. I don't think she's like...
Oh, okay. She's really mad at her mom right now.
She either left or she's dead, so I can't tell whether this girl is like wistful or pissed.
My feeling is that she's mad.
She's wistful pissed?
I don't feel like she's wistful. I think she's like really mad and she's like, I don't need anyone, Mother.
So the night you left, I can't forgive and I'll never forget.
Yeah,
so
she's mad.
She's pissed.
Unless she's mad at her mother for dying, which is complicated.
It happens.
Yeah.
It is dark and I have no light, though I manage to find my way through the trees. The leaves crunch under my feet with each step I take. The air is fresh and it carries the smell of nature with it.
I thought she was being like, she meant emotionally right there.
It is dark and I have no light. It's a beautiful night, the perfect night for stargazing. I scowl, not feeling the need to indulge the stars with my ogling eyeballs.
She's like mad at the stars right now.
Do they have enough attention? I'm sure there are plenty of people all over the world staring at them right now. We share the same sky, after all.
She's mad at the stars.
Mother's words echo through my mind, bringing an old memory back to life with it.
The stars are there wherever we go. Whether we see them or not doesn't matter, because they always see us and they're always watching over us. Is that really true?
Yes,
dear. Would I lie to you?
Yes. Does that mean the stars know when I'm picking my nose behind your back?
Mother laughs. It's gentle and sweet. I certainly hope not. It's like I'd like the stars to think you're more than just a cheeky nose-picking brat. Fuck. Your mother's a nightmare, lady.
Hey, I'm not a brat.
Oh, really?
Yes, really.
Mother tickles me all over and I give in, laughing.
The memory vanishes and I find myself alone in the present once again. Alone. I'm alone these days. So alone.
Well, I had that memory return to me now. Out of all the times it could have given me comfort, it chose now.
Well, maybe she wasn't picking her nose all the time. Then she wouldn't be alone.
A nice small clearing comes into view. It looks like the perfect spot to set up camp for the night. Realizing how tired I am, I plant myself on an old stump and remove my backpack. Light. I need light. I remove a lantern and a fire kit from my pack. It doesn't take me long to light the candle. Inside the lantern, years of practice will do that to you. As I'm going through the motions, I toss the kit back into my bag and jump off the stump. Lantern in hand, the lantern light illuminates my surrounding. Trees that go in for miles is all...
Is anything, gonna happen?
The stars outshine my lantern light. What? How damp it... Okay. Reminding me of their betrayal. I glower up at them. They twinkle back and I force myself not to poke my tongue at them. What did the stars do to you? I'm not 5 anymore, though sometimes I wish I was, because I wouldn't have to be alone. 2 stars separate themselves from the others. their light growing even brighter as they descend down to Earth. They move so fast I hardly have time to register what is happening. The stars fall side by side and head straight towards me. Okay, finally, I think these stars are going to be gay, right?
Yeah, they're people.
They appear to grow larger and gayer as they get closer. I am frozen in place, too afraid to move and too mesmerized to turn away. I'm being pulled in by their gay. I almost want them to crash into me so I can be gay with them. But that's not the truth. The truth is I want to see Mother again. Did the stars hear my wish after all?
Take me to her.
At the last moment, the moment when I think they'll take me, they split apart from each other, one going left with the other right, and crash into the forest. The ground beneath my feet vibrates from their rough landing, and I feel myself shudder. All is calm and dark once again, the two fallen stars out of sight, but not out of mind. That was close. Seriously, what just happened? Did I really just see that? I don't know. It felt real. Things always feel real in the moment, but as time passes, they begin to feel more and more like dreams or hallucinations. There's only one way to find out. I will myself to move. Without much thought or consideration, I head into the direction of the star that descended left. My heart pounds rapidly in my chest, and I don't even notice I'm running, just desperate to see what fell from the night sky.
What was the point of that?
I don't know. It's not long before I come across the crash site. It doesn't look like the crash site. It doesn't look like a crash site, but I'm certain this is where the star had fallen. Trees and bushes surround the area. Rocks, sticks, and leaves cover the soil beneath my feet. There's nothing out of the ordinary here.
Well, that's boring.
Maybe this is the wrong place. Perhaps the star is further along from here. I walk further and stop when my foot comes into contact with something that doesn't feel like a stick or a rock. My heart jumps in my chest. I step back and shine my lantern into the strange object. It's not an object. It's a girl, a strange girl with long white hair that curtains over her body. She appears unconscious and lays on her back, her eyes closed and her pink lips a straight line. The light from my lantern causes her dress to sparkle. It's made of fancy-looking blue fabric and shines bright in the dark forest. She doesn't look like she's from this world. She's too radiant. It feels as if I'm seeing something I shouldn't be seeing, like something from a fairy tale or the stories Mother used to tell me. What on earth is she doing out here in the middle of nowhere? She looks like she escaped from a prince's ball and passed out after she ran for miles. Except her appearance is flawless, as if she just appeared here by magic. Bending down, I place my lantern beside... Does it have to be described like this?
I don't know. This is like...
A lot of words. I came in having high expectations because it was like gay and you fall in love with stars, but...
I mean, I get where this is going, but at the same time, it's just like, there's like literally nothing happening.
Yeah. Like...
Visually,
and it's a lot of describing instead of... Bending down, I place my lantern beside me and grab her by the shoulders. Gently, I shake her awake. It takes a moment for her eyes to flutter open. They're curtained by long white lashes that blink at me. It appears that could have been shown to me. It appears she's looking at me, but she isn't. She's straight through me.
Are you okay?
Her eyes...
That's me. Okay.
Her eyes focus at the sound of my voice. Her pupils dilate as she sees me for the first time. The strange girl stutters, then something in her must have snapped back to reality because she pushes herself off the ground in haste, but soon winces and falls back down. Pity fills my heart. Okay, I like the concept, but I feel like the delivery is...
The execution is like, eh.
I like the art style. I like the concept, but I feel like,
you could just...
It's a free game. I can't complain too much.
Yeah, but we're reading a book with pictures.
Yeah.
With, like, one picture. What are you doing here?
I fell, she mumbled under her breath.
You fell from where exactly?
The sky, idiot. This time she speaks loud and clear. There's a confidence in her voice, like she's simply stating the sky is blue. She fell from the sky? Does she really expect me to believe that? Well, you just saw it. How can she say something so ridiculous with that much confidence? But then I see those stars will fall from the sky. No, it's not possible. I frowned down at her. If she truly did fall from the sky or otherwise, she must be hurt, and that's why she couldn't lift herself up.
Where does it hurt?
A flush appears on the girl's features, and she averts her eyes from mine. My wrist. I think I landed on it when I fell.
Show it to me.
Politeness gets you nowhere in this world, but when it comes to treatment, sometimes you have to force medicine down a child's throat. It's for her own good.
I'm really not feeling this. This is like,
Yeah. She's not a child, though. She appears to be a young woman around my age. Without giving me as much of a glance, the girl presents me her wrist. I take it and examine it under the lantern light. It does look swollen, but it's not too bad. Just a little sprain. One of my salves should help, but help heal it overnight. All my supplies are in my backpack. I'll need to take her back with me if I want to treat her wrist. I can't complain too much because this is a free game and I like the art style. I feel like there's a limited amount of what's happening, or...
Yeah, well, I feel like it is a written story with a couple illustrations. That's it. You know?
Yeah.
So, like, this to me feels like we've started reading a fan fiction.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. Which, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just not what we're looking for right now.
Well, no, there's something wrong with fan fiction, but, like, there's a reason why we don't just, like, read fan fiction.
True.
You know?
But we might want to. That's actually a good idea. Releasing her wrist, I look up at her and she peers back at me, her face unreadable.
It's a small sprain. I can treat it, but you'll need to come back to my camp with me.
The girl is silent as if something heavy weighs on her mind. I decide to prompt her.
Will you come?
There's someone else.
Someone else? You mean you're not alone?
The girl shakes her head.
What's your name?
Ailis? That's a strange name, but my name isn't the most common of names either.
My name's Einar.
She doesn't seem to respond, so I try another question to keep her talking.
What's your friend's name, Ailis?
She's not my friend. Without realizing, I take a step back, shocked by her sudden burst of emotion. She seems to notice and calms down, stoic once again. I'm sorry, but I'm just not on very good terms with her. It sounds to me like Ailis wants nothing to do with this other girl, though she's hesitating. Does she care for her at all? Honestly, I can't just leave two girls wandering around in the forest on their own. It's too dangerous.
Even if she's not your friend, we should look for her. She could be hurt too.
Ailis is quiet. She stares at the ground and avoids my eyes. What is she thinking, I wonder? Does she really dislike this girl so much that she just abandoned her, even if I'm not that cruel? Or am I? After a moment of silence passes, she gives a deep sigh. Fine, but don't expect me to get along with her. That's a good enough answer for me. At least we're getting somewhere now. Alright, so basically, I can see why a lot of other people would want this. Stacy and I were looking around Itch.io.
Yeah.
We typed in Yuri. And this came up and it looked really cute. For us, for a visual novel, we would want something a little bit more visually engaging. But if you guys like this, there's a link in the description.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad game, it's just not for us.
Here's the thing. So sometimes I feel like games that have like gay content in them, people are willing to settle for, like in books, people are willing to like settle for less because they're like, oh, it's gay, like finally somebody made something. And it's like, I mean, I don't know. This is just like, it's okay.
Well, to be honest, we clicked on it and downloaded it because it was Yuri.
Yeah.
And it didn't look like the creepy Yuri.
Yeah.
And so we were like, oh, hell yeah. And the story looks good. It just doesn't feel like there's enough content in here. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Put it this way. It's a free game, so...
It's free, and it's gay, and I know that people are always looking for gay stuff, so, you know?
Yeah.